Hello everyone, this is Vivek Atre and we're talking about fear today, and fear is something that we have to combat. Fear is something that troubles us, bothers us. There are so many things happening which trouble us, bother us. We don't want those things to happen to us. We want things to happen which we like. We want things to happen which we love. We want things to happen which make us happy. But it doesn't really happen that way. Life is not so easy. Life is not so. Life is quite difficult actually, and life gives you lots of opportunities to, let's say, reduce your fear. And we are going to be joined by Madhu Lakhlan, who is a motivational speaker, and she is absolutely a very good speaker. So both of us are going to be talking about fear. Hi Madhu, how are you?
Hi
We can
Vivek,
see
I'm
you
good. How are you? Yeah, can you hear
very
me?
well. Yeah, we can hear you and see you as well. You can probably come a little closer. Yeah, you're okay. You're all right. So,
Yeah,
everyone, there are 17 viewers already, so I think we'll get started very soon. So, I was just
yeah,
introducing
yeah.
the topic, Madhu, that fear is a part of our lives. Fear is something that all of us face. Fear is something that all of us tackle. Some of us tackle it well, and some of us tackle it not so well. And the second thing is that the same person at times succumbs to fear, and at other times is more bold, more brave. So we go through our ups and downs and swings. So what are your preliminary thoughts, Madhu? And then maybe we can get into a bit of a conversation about fear.
So I think fear is something which we even need at some point of time in our life. मतलब मुझे ना वो बचपन के दिन याद आते हैं जब पापा से डरते थे, अगर नहीं डर रहे होते तो शायद आज वहां नहीं होते जहाँ आज है. I remember
Right.
when we used to watch a lot of television, and when mom used to keep shouting कि पढ़ाई कर लो थोड़ी, but then eventually when we used to hear that scooter noise of dad coming in, TV फटाक से बंद हो जाती थी, and then we were all into our books, and that eventually led us somewhere in life. So कभी कभी डर बहुत जरूरी होता है, and currently the fear that we guys are going through, I think it's very important to get certain realization.
Yeah, I totally agree. In fact, a little bit of fear, a little bit of nervousness is often a performance enhancer. So जब हम किसी मुश्किल
Absolutely.
सिचुएशन में होते हैं तो हमें थोड़े से बटरफ्लाइज इन द स्टमक होते हैं, जैसे कोई एग्जाम है, इंटरव्यू है या कोई मीटिंग है, तो उसमें थोड़ा बहुत नर्वसनेस से हमारा जो परसेप्शन वो थोड़ा सा और शार्प हो जाता है, एंड देन वी स्टार्ट परफॉर्मिंग अ लिटिल बेटर. But that nervousness and worry should not be beyond a certain point. Some people, they become so
Right.
scared before an important meeting कि वो बिल्कुल तितर बितर हो जाते हैं, उनके थॉट्स इधर तिधर हो जाते हैं. तो क्या क्या करना चाहिए मधु? व्हाट शुड बी डन?
See, I personally believe that fear comes from something which is undone. मतलब हमने जो चीज की नहीं है, fear majorly pops out of that. Maybe you have never faced that presentation scene earlier. Maybe you have never given a presentation earlier. Or today, the fear which people majorly have in this lockdown scene going on is that how will they sustain after the lockdown is open? Like the finances is going to be a huge worry for them. So this fear is coming because they have not planned their finances well. So the undone part is their unplanning of their finances. Had they planned that in advance, सोचा होता कि कैसे save करना है, तो शायद आज वो चीज नहीं होती. So if you have anything undone, or unexpressed, or incomplete, then I think that's the main reason of fear. And if we start identifying what are those incomplete things and start doing them one by one, fear will just vanish.
Absolutely. In fact, you're also a financial advisor, and we were discussing how you said rightly that
Yeah,
people should organize their finances so that when stressful times come, then they don't feel so worried about their personal lives, about their
correct,
careers,
correct.
about their security, financial security. Of course, we'll talk about that, but people have different kinds of insecurity. Could be a personal
Hmm.
insecurity of relationships. Relationship insecurity is something which makes people very jittery, that this person might betray me, or this person might leave me, or this person might do something which makes me heartbroken. And then financial insecurity, of course, you will talk about. And then the third could be something else. It is just the fear of something. Like fear of heights, fear of some thief or a ghost or something like that. Psychology is very strange. People's minds, they create these fears, and different people have different fears. So what are your thoughts on financial and personal insecurities?
Okay, so coming to personal fears first, I think they are majorly just our thought process. Fear is just a meaning that we give to something in our mind. Or the moment we change that meaning that we give to a certain thing in our mind, and the fear disappears. Let me give you an example here. Say you hear about somebody falling down from a huge ride that they were going through in a park, and ऊपर से झूले पे से वो गिर गए हैं. You read this in news or you watch this in news. Immediately your mind gives a meaning to that. That the moment I go there, I might fall and something might happen to me. तो आपके mind में एक meaning
Yeah.
register हो गया है. This is fearful. If you give a different meaning to that, then your mind is out of fear. So it is all about how we perceive things, how we look at things. And the more we change the way we look at things, I think the more we are out of fear. Do you agree with this?
I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree with you. It's absolutely true. And the next part of financial insecurity?
Financial insecurity, I think gone are those eras where we could be dependent on one source of income. आज सबसे ज्यादा लोगों को डर है कि the jobs are, they're getting fired, they don't need any more people over there. So in सबका चीज यही है कि start finding out your inner talents. I think this lockdown has given us enough of time to introspect ourselves as to what our hidden talents are, what are the other areas where we can, actually dig in and do something valuable. Now, there's a very important thing which I learned from my mentor, which I'll just share with everybody out there over here. Like when you are out there to serve people, money follows you. But if you're out there to earn money, then you'll just keep chasing money for the rest of your life and you'll never find it. So I think this is the time when each one of us should sit and find out what is that something with which we can help people out there. And you'll start making money out there in no time.
I actually agree. There is Dhanish who's asking about how to overcome anxiety and stress, and that's what we're talking about, Dhanish. Anxiety and stress are actually forms of worry and fear. The mind is where the battlefield of life is, and if you wake up in the morning and start fretting that how will I pass my day, when will the lockdown be over, will I ever go back to being the same Dhanish as I was before, this will never happen, and times will never change that way that you want them to be. Your mind has to become stronger. Your mind has to become such that it is able to handle things in the same situation. Some people are happier and some people are not. I have a Madhu on the guest on this show at the moment. I just saw the title is Let's Make Happiness Go Viral. So if somebody says let's make happiness go viral, that means their attitude to life is so beautiful. And that very handle is something to be, copied and emulated. So congratulations to the person who is behind that handle of Let's Make Happiness Go Viral, whatever your real name is. You are the right person for this session. Madhu?
And I think Anish can get in touch with that person because, positivity spreads when you are with positive people around. So Anish, if you are really scared, you're into a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress out there, I suggest you hang out with people who have a more positive outlook in life and who are working for more positive things out there. If you stay in company of those people जो हर सुबह उठ के बस डरते हैं कि आज इतने नए cases मिल गए हैं, आज इतने लोगों की death हो गई है, then you will start sinking into that well of negativity. So surround yourself. I was just having a small conversation with my dad and we just, had a heated argument over it. So we had a storm in Hyderabad today. So I'm from Hyderabad, guys. And we just had a storm here and a huge tree in front of our building, which was, I guess, around 15, 20-year-old tree, jo gir gaya. And then my dad was like, newspapers are not coming. If newspapers would have come, then humko pata chal jata ki kitne jagah ped gire. I said, Dad, what would you do finding out kitni jagah ped gire? He said, I'll at least know that kitni jagah ped gire. You are not aware of, you have no general knowledge. You're never aware about things happening around you. I said, what would I do knowing ki kitni jagah ped gire? What help will I do in that? He's like, don't argue with me over everything. People are more aware of things happening. I said, I'm more aware of that. What can I do for that? Now, just by knowing how many trees have fell there, I can do nothing. I just feel sad over there sitting ki yaar itne ped gir gaye jo 20 saal se uge hue the. I'd rather not know such news. So, surround yourself with people who are more focused on positive news and doing positive things rather than just digging out the negative information and feeling sad कि देखो दुनिया में क्या हो गया, हम किस तरफ जा रहे हैं. This is not going to make any sense.
Absolutely 100% spot on, Madhu. I totally agree with you. I think the vibrations that people exude with their words and their thoughts are very important. And if your company is such that they are always cribbing, always negative, always complaining, always scared, then it's going to be very difficult for you to stay positive. So make your company such that people are great, thinkers, positive guys. Most of your company, of course, sometimes you can't avoid people. They are in your office or they are in your family also maybe, but you have to
I can't avoid my dad.
Staying positive and less stressed out. I like the example about your father also, because my own father himself was a very senior police officer. We were very scared of him, but the way he was, we used to love the way he was, and he used to be so inspiring. So we used to feel scared of him, yet we were inspired by him. So a little bit of fear or inhibition, a little bit of nervousness means you are human, and human beings will have a little bit, but we don't want to become nervous wrecks and totally shattered or अंदर से बिल्कुल खत्म हो गए कि डर के मारे, and can't sleep. And I spoke earlier in the show about personal relationships. Okay, always fearing the worst, that this person is going to be bad for me, this person lies to me. That kind of feeling in your mind is basically eating away at your insides. So you are losing the battle of your mind. So unless there is something which really requires your action or requires you to take steps, don't get into a mold of feeling scared and worried and stressed out, because the mind is where the battle is fought. Your physical health, your mental health, everything depends on how you are thinking. So surround yourself with good people, make friends with good people. Good people means people who are cheerful, people who are positive, people who are creative. In fact, Madhu, let's talk about creativity. Creativity is a great way to handle fear and stress, don't you think?
Absolutely. Focus your mind, put your mind on something that you love doing. Maybe, just sketching, painting, or playing some musical instrument. Your mind gets diverted from what you have been thinking all the while, and you feel relaxed for at least some point of time. And if you're not into all of this, then I think meditation, yoga, these things which the foreign countries are now adopting is actually our own culture. Let's actually get into them and see how beneficial they are for us. And I think stress, anxiety, fears, these are the common problem which every person the next door has nowadays. And the main reason being, I think we are busy chasing things in life rather than focusing on what we want and what we would really enjoy. Now, I have been enjoying this lockdown like anything, Vivek. I don't know how it's been with you. Have you been enjoying this lockdown?
This lockdown is a time when people have either come out with their worst or their best, depends on what you are like.
Absolutely.
In fact, Madhu, your video is like, at the moment, mine is a little stark. Yours has a lot of nice things happening at the back. Not that people are behind you, but it's just a nice backdrop. But your image is a little like as if it's a cloudy, misty kind of place. Although it's clear.
Yeah,
but
that's because we don't have power here today, and we don't have power because of that tree falling in front of our apartment.
Right. So the thing is that how you enjoy the lockdown. There are people who are struggling for livelihood, and they are migrants who are walking for hours and hours and days to get home. If you are lucky enough to be home, if you are there with your family, if you are there with your workplace or your books or your music or your computer or your phone, you don't really need anything to crib about. So you basically have to be happy. आपको life का नजरिया बदलना है, and that नजरिया can be कि हमारा घर बड़ा अच्छा है, लेकिन इसमें एक ये dark spot है. If you focus on that dark spot, then all the time your mind will keep coming back to that dark spot, and everything else is going well. But you will keep pointing out that one black spot in your life, in your house, in your family, whatever it is. So the focus has to turn towards the things that you have, your attitude of gratitude, thanking your stars for your luck, for your good vibes, good family members. एक joke था जिसमें था कि उसमें 99 इंडियंस थे और एक पाकिस्तानी था, पता नहीं किस चीज में। तो 99 इंडियंस के बारे में कोई नहीं पूछता, वो कहते ये एक पाकिस्तानी क्यों था। तो दैट इज नॉट कि भाई हमें कुछ पाकिस्तानी से कुछ खिलाफ है, बट द पॉइंट इज कि एवरीबडी वांट्स टू नो अबाउट दैट वन प्रॉब्लम or that one negative or that one black spot or that one different thing. So focus on abundance, focus on what you have, focus on plus points, and don't only focus on that one or two things which are wrong in your life. ये मेरा ख्याल है इसके बारे में।
Absolutely, I think the same. You know, हम लोग जिस चीज पे अपना focus लगाते हैं, we attract more of that stuff. So I've even written a lot about this in my book, like the upcoming book, which I'm just going to publish next week. So I've mentioned about how you can use your own thoughts to conquer your dreams. So, and how you can deal with a lot of stress over there, how you can, handle your past incidents or accidents of life. So I think that is a it's a summarized view of everything out there, which will come down next week. But for now, I would say that as you have said, I would totally agree to it. That fear is something that we are not able to express gratitude towards things which we have in our life. अभी इतना डरे हुए हैं कि काम नहीं है करने के लिए, कुछ नहीं है, and I think we have lot of work to do online. This internet has given us lot of stuff to do out there. You know, सबसे बड़ा fear जो we are combating currently, I think लोगों का जो होता था ना कि हर Friday night party करनी है, Saturdays बाहर घूमने जाना है, spending most of the times in gym. अब ना gyms open है, ना clubs open है, कुछ open नहीं है. And the most important point I think I should mention here is about alcohol. People think that they are so addicted to it, वो कुछ छोड़ ही नहीं पाएंगे. That is one thing which is stopping them कि हम बिना alcohol के नहीं रह सकते. And I think it's 40 plus days. अभी recently alcohol खुला है market में. People stayed without alcohol for so many days at a stretch, and they are absolutely fine. So they have combated that one fear of theirs. They have combated that one block which they had in your mind. I think somebody there over here was asking a question as to how do you quit the habit of staying alone? And then for them,
how
for him,
the habit of staying alone?
Yeah, somebody just asked that question. How do you quit the habit of staying alone? I would simply say hang around with people who are more outgoing and who would really like to social. Just pick couple of them. Even if you have one or two, it's enough for you to get into that habit of, being alone. You'll start enjoying their company eventually.
Absolutely. If you are basically a loner and introvertish, then your mind is playing tricks on you a little more. Because then, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. ये वाली कहावत है. तो डेविल जो है वो तब आता है जब हम अपने आप को ज्यादा ऑक्यूपाई नहीं करते, and we are not creative. If we spend time with pleasant people, sports, lockdown हमेशा नहीं चलेगा. It will go. Those who say that lockdown will be there for a long time, life will never be the same again, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Life will change, but life will be happy ahead. Fears or scares or worries को छोड़ दो. There are people who are still already looking forward to times ahead in terms of some sporting plans in October, koi shadi ka plan in November. There are so many things which are going on. The world doesn't stop. So if you are a loner and if you are a fearful person who is full of fears, you need to probably analyze your mind कि कैसे मैं अपने आप को इसमें से निकाल सकता हूँ. One way is to read good books and watch good videos. Now, Madhu is a good speaker. I am also a speaker. We met at a TEDx event in Vadodara where we had a fabulous lineup of speakers. And I know, Madhu, that at least Pinky and Kamalneet I saw on the chat right now. So Kamalneet and Pinky have joined this session of ours. And thank you, Pinky and Kamalneet, for joining. I don't know if the others are also there. So हम लोग जो TEDx speakers थे Vadodara में, we found a very common positive outlook to life. And it was a fantastic event at Podar School there with Rekha ma'am, the principal. And you should see how much positivity was exuded that day. And it was about teaspoons of change and how we can do a little bit to change lives. And those TEDx talks are available on YouTube. आप लोग देख सकते हैं उसको YouTube में जाके TEDx Vadodara Podar School PW Sama or something like that. Right, Madhu?
Yeah. And now when you have spoken about TEDx, I think I would love to share one story over here. जो मैंने TEDx में भी mention की थी about J.K. Rowling. Now, if you guys are really scared or you are into living into some amount of fear, and I think this lady is someone who would inspire you any day, anytime. She's like the biggest inspiration I have had. So I'm sure most of you know about her story, but I'll share it again over here. So she had like a lovely childhood, but after that she had a very short-lived marriage. She was jobless. She was homeless with a little kid with her, and she started entering into depression. She wasn't able to realize that what is going on in her life and how she should get back to her normal life. And that is the time when she decided to pick up writing. Though she was in writing since her childhood, she started taking it up really serious. It took her 5 long years to complete her book, which was Harry Potter, which we all know about. And to her surprise, after putting the efforts of 5 long years, every morning when she used to wake up, all that she used to see in her email box was rejection letters from the publisher. Now, this lady who's put her 5 long years into that, her heart and soul into it, and every morning is just receiving rejection letters back to back, back to back. She's jobless, she's homeless, she has no idea what to do in her life, getting into depression. She had two choices at that point of time. I think the number one choice was with her was to tell herself that I'm a failure, I can't do this, I've tried it enough. How many more times should I try? Rather that I step back from this now and do something else to earn my living. At least I'll be able to feed myself and my daughter. The second choice with her was to tell herself that you've done a wonderful job and you will succeed sooner or later. And she chose the second one. After failing for numerous times, after being rejected for hundreds of times, all she did was kept going, approaching publishers, and we all know what history she has created.
Yeah,
Published in Her book was published in like about 73 languages, I guess, 450
yeah,
million copies sold of her books, and amazing film series made out of it. So she's just an inspiration out there. So if you guys out here are scared of something, I think the best way to tackle that is go and face it. Unless and until you face that fear, you're not ever going to overcome it. And you're going to live with it for your life, which is going to impact other areas of life too. So just go and face it. I know you must be thinking that it's easy to say than do. How do we face our fears boldly? Just like that, walk up and face the fears. But you can do something, right? You can break your action into different steps, small little steps. Take one step at a go, and you'll see you'll reach your destination in no time. What do you think about it,
I
Vivek?
totally agree. I totally agree. J.K. Rowling's is a very inspiring story. And I have a story of Arunima Sinha, which I mentioned to you, Madhu. Arunima Sinha was a volleyball player and she was thrown off a train by dacoits. And what happened was
Hmm.
that her aspirations of playing volleyball for India, they went for a six. She could not. She lost her legs in that accident and she could not play anymore. And then she had to get prosthetic limbs, artificial limbs, and she started walking in those. So much so, she started trekking and went mountain climbing. And she became an example of how, with
Wow.
prosthetic legs, she climbed mountain peaks, and to the extent that she even became a conqueror of Mount Everest. Can you believe it? And she's come out with a book now, Arunima Sinha. I've never met her, but I've talked about her in so many seminars and webinars and TEDx talks that she is an example of how to combat your fear and worry and your negativities. And if you talk of a spiritual aspect, Swami Sri Yukteswar, who was the guru of Paramahansa Yogananda, author of the autobiography of a yogi, he said exactly this. He said, look fear in the face and it will cease to trouble you. So if you look fear in the face, it will cease to trouble you. Means fear is also scared of you then. You pretend that fear is a Mr. Fear who has come into your room. You look him in the face and look him in the eye and tell him, Mr. Fear, I am also solid enough to combat you. So that is a metaphorical way of looking at it. And you can actually train your mind to become so powerful and bold that your fears will minimize. You cannot become superhuman. लेकिन उसको इतना कम कर दो कि बिल्कुल minimum fear is with you, minimum necessary fear to keep you, as balanced and as a human. And otherwise, you are like J.K. Rowling, rolling out one book after another.
Yeah. Okay, for
So
the
let's take
people
some
out there,
questions.
okay, before that, I'll just break this out in easy steps for them because there are a couple of people out there asking how can we deal with anxiety and everything. So, guys,
Yeah,
I
go
think
ahead.
there are a lot of introspection involved in anything you want to get over. And it's not going to happen overnight. It is going to take its own sweet time, provided you keep acting on it consistently. So how you can break down is like being a life coach. I do make people a lot of written exercises, and I'm going to give you one today as well because I think
Sure.
writing makes you register a lot of things in your mind. You know, just thinking, just listening is very different than writing something down. It's easy for your mind to register things. So I want you to write down this, write down, do an exercise with whatever problem you're currently facing. So there's three parts to it. First one is what. So what is that you want to overcome? Whether your fear, anxiety, what? What is it related to? Be very clear on what your problem is. Write down your problem first. The next step is why. Why are you facing this problem? I'm sure there is a reason behind it and you know the reason very well. When you sit with yourself alone and you ask yourself again and again as to why am I facing this problem? What was that incident which pushed me into this problem? You actually come to know where the source lies. So when you know the source of the problem, it is easy to treat it. And the third and the important part is how. So when you know what the problem is, when you know from where it has come up, now how can you rectify that problem? How can you get over that fear? Or how can you get over that anxiety? Now, you can divide it into many simple steps as to how can you do that. Like if you have anxiety, how can you overcome that? Your step number one would be stop thinking about that incident which you have written under why. The second one would be start doing a lot of, breathing exercises or start listening to a lot of motivational videos. And one another important thing could be have a mentor in your life who could keep guiding you. So break things into start exercising. That's a very good way to deal with anxiety. So write down all these little things that you can do on how to deal with that, and one by one start picking them out, and you'll see that you're free out of your fears and anxiety in no time. I hope this
No,
really
I think
helps you
that's a
guys.
very good exercise. Very good
Yeah.
exercise. In fact, Madhu is a life coach, as we said earlier, and she's carrying out these workshops all over India. And I think this is a very good method, Madhu, that you mentioned. And I also feel that writing therapy helps a lot. You know, whenever you write down something, it's
Absolutely.
like therapy, and you express yourself. In fact, art therapy is another one which helps people. And my daughter has just started a very small kind of venture called Sai Zen. She's a young girl, but she started this Sai Zen where she does makes people practice art and get out of stress,
Yeah.
and it's beautiful that way. And music therapy is another one where you can get into music and relieve your mind from stress and worry. These are also ways. There is a question on the from the viewer. One is that how to control the mind. So I'll take that one. Basically, controlling the mind is almost impossible, but you can train the mind to think more positively than negatively. You can train the mind to be more calm than restless, because actively calm is what you have to be. So Paramahansa Yogananda said, be calmly active and actively calm. Now, actively calm means that you work on your calmness. Don't take it lightly that I am like this, I am going to be like that. So if you exercise your mind in that sense, that in this situation, I am going to not lose my calmness or cool. And when you are prepared for that, so you know that this person irritates you. You know that this person is going to say something and you are going to shout back. So don't let yourself do that next time. Train your mind to be calmer in that situation, which is not really important. Why do we lose our cool or our balance for things that don't really, really matter? So train your mind and work on it. You can make it better than it is. You can't control it to that extent, but you can improve it. And Ritu Nag has asked a question which you might like to take, Madhu. Ritu is asking,
Yeah.
is the lockdown better for introverts? Because extroverts don't like the lockdown. That's what she said.
I think lockdown is better for every one of us because we've got a lot of good time to, do a lot of introspection, dig deep into ourselves. I think the forward which was going on quite often over here was go inside if you can't go outside. And I think we should once in a while, every year, at least have a lockdown for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, so that we all get an idea. We stop chasing things in the world and settle down for some time to know where we are, what we do, why we do, and then go ahead in life. So, Ritu, yeah, lockdowns are really good for introverts, for extroverts, everybody. And if you are an
For
introvert,
everybody.
a lot of introspection. And I think there's Anshuman over here who
Absolutely.
is asking, can I use meditation apps to reduce anxiety in daily routine? Anshuman, please go ahead and use meditation apps. It'll help you really, really well. And do it consistently, because just doing them for a day or two and then getting back to your same problem, ki kuch nahi ho raha, I'm not able to go get over it, is not going to help. Do it consistently. Any app is a good app.
I agree with you, Anshuman. Actually, I know Anshuman very well. He's a very bright boy, and he's asked the right question.
Yeah.
He's, in fact, meditation, Anshuman, will help you, and youngsters of your age, he's only 20 years old, will help you to combat college level stress or work career related stress. And meditation is something, as Madhu rightly says, don't give it up quickly. It is a big, long journey to find yourself and to discover your inside mind and your thoughts, calmness. So don't give it up. People actually give it up. You're absolutely right. 1 or 2 days or 1 or 2 weeks, they'll try, nahi, koi farak nahi padta. I keep getting thoughts. You know, even the saints, they meditate for 20, 30, 40 years. They still get thoughts because they have just met someone before that. Somebody maybe said something to them. That thought keeps coming. We are human. But you will be better off if you meditate. I have found for the last 12 years I've been meditating morning and evening, and I find that I am much calmer, much more balanced, much more cheerful than before. And I follow something called Kriya Yoga, which is YSS of India is the site, yssofindia.org. And yssofindia.org gives a lot of techniques. You can see any path. You can see which path you feel is good for you, and whatever path is good for you, please follow that. But follow some guided meditation, follow some techniques of meditation. If we just sit and try to meditate without thinking, it won't work. So do some techniques, do some procedures of meditation, and then it will work better. So I think, Madhu, we can close in a while, and we can probably just wrap up by closing thoughts. And I'm going to say that fear is something which is a part of our lives. We can't ever think of a day when we will not have any fear at all. And that is something that will never happen. But fear is something that can be combated, it can be minimized, it can be controlled. And if we are people who have faith, faith is the enemy of fear, and fear is the enemy of faith. So faith is something you need to increase, and fear will reduce. So if you have faith in yourself, faith in God, faith in your friends, family, in your own abilities, then your fear will be definitely less. And so try and have faith, increase your faith, and reduce your fear. It won't ever go away, but work towards fearlessness as much as you can. Madhu?
Yes, I would say fears are again something which will take you a next level if you really face them. But if you try to hide yourself from them and if you try to run away from it, then you're never going to go up in the ladder of your life. So face your fears. It's going to be difficult initially, but then over a period of time, by repeated attempts, you are going to be successful and you are going to achieve things. So thank you so much, guys, for being online. Thank you, Vivek, for getting me on this call. And it was pleasure sharing screen with you once again, and looking forward for more of this. Thank you, guys, for being there.
Thank you, Madhu. We'll do this again. I'm sure a lot of people have benefited, and thank you, friends, for joining. I see a lot of young people have joined, and that's really nice. I also see a lot of not so young people. Nice to see them also. So see you again, and all the best. Bye bye. Thank you.